Hey everyone, it is Eric with Rockin' HTV session number 35. Tonight we are going to work on a Majorette GMC Brigadier, prompted by a conversation I had earlier this week in the No Secrets Lab. And so what we're going to do is take this apart and do some comparison with other DCP trucks. I'm going to make sure I can see the comments. Good, we can see the comments. Got started a little late tonight. I was out here in the lab and I was dinking around with this, playing around with this. I've had this for years and it's like I need to do something with it. Anyway, I just got lost total track of time. Whoops. So tonight we're here together. I'm going to wait just a few minutes before we get started here. Let some folks gather in the room and then we'll go ahead and take this truck apart. So far, look at there. There's Mark. That's your stuff. I keep thinking I need to make t-shirts or something, but yeah, I haven't done that yet. So Jacob's here. Nathan, hello. Hi, Nathan, there you are. I see your comment. Well, welcome. Good to see you all. So the reason this is all started is because I made the comment that I wanted to 3D print a Brigadier cab, and then the comment came up, says, hey, why don't you just use the resin cab? And I've used them. They're all right. And then somebody in the lab in the same comments said, posted a photo to one of these Majorettes. And I thought, well, I'll just go get a die-cast one. And then I don't have to worry about it. And I like die-cast, right? So that's what we're going to do tonight, is play with this because it's kind of cool. All right. So there's Dustin. Hey, Dustin. So I've got a DCP Peterbilt, this International Earl, and then a Kenworth. I know, Dustin, I was busy playing with this and I totally lost track of time. I was busy goofing off with this, and I think Kent is in the house. These are Kent's Canada Dakota front floats, and I learned you cannot push those too far on your axle because you'll run it through and then you'll stick your sucker in your thumb. I got a little colorful there. Wow, that hurt. So, one more minute, and then we will get to rolling on this session of Rockin' HTV, number 35. You believe that? That's cool. All right, and I gotta end it promptly at 9 because I gotta go get my daughter for marching band practice. How do you like that? So, another mangled thumb, yes, and this is the thumb I used to get my iPhone open. And Mark has big news. Well, don't hold back. Holy cow. Hi, Eric. How are you doing? Thanks for coming. And I'm going to get going right here straight up at 8:35, just letting a few more people gather up since I started a bit tardy as I was playing with my International. I think I'm going to put a manure box on this, a spreader box. I think that'd be kind of cool. I've seen a number of these with spreader boxes around my area anyway. That's kind of neat. So, hey Braden, how you doing? Good to see you. Just for your information, I painted some buds white. These were chrome buds. Okay, Mark says both my Sodak Motorsports Park and Aerodome pulling display will be in display at pulling organizations around. Oh, cool. So, Mark gets to show off his stuff at an awards bank. That's pretty neat. That's a great honor. Well done, guy. Braden says howdy and welcome from the great state of Texas. Too awesome. Good to have you here, Braden. All right, it's 8:35. Got to get going, right? Okay. Hey, everyone. Eric with Rockin' HTV, session number 35. Tonight, we're going to take apart and do a comparison of a Majorette Brigadier, a GMC Brigadier. This was inspired by a conversation I had in the Rockin' H No Secrets Lab where I made the comment that I need to 3D print a Brigadier because I like them. They're old school cool. I like them a lot. And comment from one of the guys in the group says, well, why would you do that? Go get a resin one. And then another comment said, here's one in die-cast. And I thought, well, heck, for 14 bucks, I'm going to eBay, and I bought it. I actually made the purchase on Friday, and it's here today. You believe that? That's service. So without further ado, we're going to take a look at this truck right here. that I bought off eBay for $14 plus, I forget what shipping. I think the whole thing was just over 20 bucks. And I got me a kick butt little truck to play with. So we're going to do some comparison with DCP cabs and an International, and then we're going to take it apart and see how it works. Okay, here we go. All right, take a little ride here. Here we go, here we go. Okay, so what we have here is one of our comparison trucks, and, well, all of our comparison trucks. And then we have the Majorette right here. So I'm going to just push those out of the way so you can see them. So this truck is all die cast. I mean, the cab here, or the hood and everything is die cast. This bed is all die cast. It hinges nice. The frame's all plastic, and the tires are plastic as well. So let's just put this up here. I'm going to get, whoa, real close. That was too close. Holy cow. So I got my camera associated kind of funky, maybe, I don't know, we'll see. Now, this one is called 1/60th scale, not 1/64. So it might be just a hair bigger than die-cast promotions, but for my purpose, I don't think it's gonna matter. And there's Kent cutting, he's watching from the swather. Wow, not gonna get them both in the shot, I don't think. I'm a bit close tonight. I might have to hold on with me while I adjust my camera. Just gonna bend you up a little bit. Thank you for, there we go. Now we have a little more area to work with. Okay. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. What do you see there? Anyone just see that? Pretty cool. All right. So there you go. There it is. The Majorette and a DCP Peterbilt. The Majorette GMC Brigadier is 1/60th, and obviously your DCP is 1/64. So you can see, I mean, of course, this particular cab, the Brigadier, is a beefy, big-looking cab anyway. I mean, it just looks big and wide. So you can see it's really not bad, I think. Now we go to a more sleek and aerodynamic look, Kenworth. You can see here that, again, not bad, not bad. I mean, obviously the Kenworth is just a bit narrower due to its body style. But then let's get this Ertl over here, and I'm going to grab another Ertl, an S-Series International. So you can see here's the Ertl, whatever they call this, pay Lodestar. Again, let's just set this here so you can kind of look at them from a distance. And then I'm going to go get an S-Series International real quick. Okay, thank you for waiting. So here's an S-Series International. This is a four-door I made some years ago. You can see it's not awful bad. Let's just do this real quick. Now you can kind of see there that the width is obviously a bit different. You've got probably, oh gosh, that's all of 3/16, maybe even a 1/4 inch from fender to fender. Let's get a measuring stick on that. Let's just see if we can measure that. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to call that a really soft 1/4 inch wider than the S-Series International. Okay. Let's just put this Peterbilt next to it just for fun. And you can see, again, probably not, that might be closer to 3/16, a hard eighth wider. Definitely wider though. So yeah, what looks to be at least a foot wider than 1:1. And some other suggestions. Okay. And Braden says windshield is all I think to make it look oversized. A visor would fix that, in his opinion. Well, there we go. All right, so now you've seen kind of how this stacks up against other cabs. That's a silly comparison. That's not good. Yeah, that doesn't gain us anything. All right. So now what we'll do is we're going to get into the mechanics of taking this bad boy apart. Okay. So far, it's very simple. Like I said before, all of this is die-cast. Always plastic, obviously plastic exhaust, mirrors, and the frame is all plastic as well. Okay, this is all plastic, and then the wheels are kind of dumb. Oh, here we go, just for fun. You can see that these wheels are catastrophically huge compared to the DCP. But I think that's a silly, I don't know. Anyway, so all there is to it to take this thing apart, and I did this while you weren't watching, there's just these rivets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rivets. You drill that out, and then poof. Look at that. It comes right off. Nothing very difficult there. Okay. Yeah, it looks like some packing material. Cool. And then this is where I don't know where we go from here, so we're just going to play with it. Okay. We need a screwdriver. Okay. There we go. All right. So you can see all of this framework here is just one giant piece of die cast. And I suppose if you wanted to reuse any of this, you certainly could. I mean, you could probably cut the back of the frame off here if you wanted to reuse any of this stuff up front. And then reuse the bumper if you wanted to. You could do that if it was your fancy. And then you can use this over, put it on a different truck and play with it if you wanted to. I'm just gonna try and sell it or give it away. And then let's see what else we have here. This looks pretty straightforward. Cool. Oh, look at that. Our orange headlights or interior glass. And then we've got what do we got here? This looks like it's just one piece that pops out. Let's see. Yeah, sure does. All right, let's see if we can pop this out without breaking it. Okay. Screwdriver. Oh, there it goes. Okay, we've got the grill. Nice. And then the mirrors. That's kind of an interesting thing. Look at this. So you got this piece of plastic here holding these mirrors in. Look at that. That's kind of cool. Huh. Well, I'll have to make sure I don't break this. How do I get that out of there? Okay. I don't know that it matters that I take it out in one piece, does it? I think it's just going to slide through there. Okay, Braden says he is saying I should chop it up and put it back together again. I'm thinking I'm not quite that picky. I'm just going to use it the way it is. I'd like to have 4 or 5 of these in a fleet. That would be awesome. That would be totally cool. I don't know why I'm being so careful here. I don't know that I need to be, but I guess I'm going to be. Alright. Because I'm going to use my fancy dancy chrome pen to clean that up. Alright, so there you go. There's the mirrors. You can see here they've got little notches here and here that you can go into. And then, I mean, this thing's ready for a strip bath. And put it in the lacquer thinner and off we go. Now just for fun here, I'm going to get a quick DCP frame. So here is a DCP frame. And we'll just set this on here just to see how it looks. Okay, looks like I'm gonna... Alright, be patient with me, guys. I'm gonna go eliminate this thing real quick. Okay, that's gone. We're just going to set this bad boy back on this frame. Okay, well, so this is going to take a little bit more surgery to fit on a DCP frame, but I think what we want to do here with the time we have is just... Okay, this is what I was actually looking for here, to see how wide those tires went in there. And this is a Peterbilt frame, by the way, so it's a little wider frame. And I am thinking that this would look totally cool if you had some of those Canada Kodachromes on there. So this is kind of how it's going to look, okay? And you know, all this, some of this has got to come out so it sits on the frame correctly, but yeah, floats will compensate. Yep, floats is, I think, the way I would go. So to get this to sit on the cab correctly, I'll have to come in here and cut this out anyway, for sure, and that will gain me a little bit of space to, let's see, you know, and if you guys are patient, I can just go do that real quick, and we can, I mean, it won't be pretty, but it'll get us in the ballpark, and we can see it even better. Yeah, okay, hang with me, I'll be right there. Okay, what I've done here, guys, is I made 2 cuts with my bandsaw, and then I'm just going to take this thing, because, like I said, I'm going to do this ugly. You know, at the end of the day, you know, come back and make it pretty, of course. And that broke off super clean. All we're trying to do is just get this to set just a little closer down there on the frame. So you can see a little more, guys got a little farther to go. But that's not too bad. I mean, well, never mind, that's awful. So a guy could take out another, oh, I don't know, what would you say? 1/8 of an inch anyways of die cast before that's set on there fine. And then you'd own that. You would totally own that. Okay, cool. All right, what else can I show you guys that you would like to see with this? What do you think? Oh, I know what we can do here. I do have a set of floats right here. Check that action out. So let's just do this. Okay, so you can see how the floats fit in the fender well there. And then from a front view, you can kind of see there how that would look. That would look cool. Okay, so this is kind of how this is going to look. I do believe, I don't know how many of these I'm going to end up buying, but I'll probably do something with this one. Here's another thing we're going to do just for fun while you're here. I bought this. This is a AS22, and what we could do, well, just since this cab is wider, this is how this cab would look mated up to that. So this is true 1/64 scale, okay? And this is 1/60th. So the bed's 1/64, cab's 1/60, and you can see kind of the lines, how that would work. So I think, guys, if you're too concerned about the size of it, I don't know that it's worth being worried about. Depending on how you're going to use the cab, for my purposes, I'd be more inclined to put grain beds together and do a fleet of grain trucks for a retro harvest crew, because that's what I love doing. And I think you could have something really awesome looking like that. Okay. And let me see, what else do I have that I could... Oh, here we go. Here's something else. This is a true 1/64 scale service bed. And again, this is just, I splashed a bunch of junk paint on it, burning it up. But you can see even up against this service bed, that's not crazy outside of scale. I mean, yeah, the front end's just a shade wider than the bed, which wouldn't be perfect, but it's not terrible. And I'm going to tell you, I think the resin Brigadier cab was either cast with this or it's closer to scale than this. I think the resin one might be actually smaller than this, because I used one once and I'm fairly certain that's the case. Okay. All right, guys. Here it is. I bought this off eBay for $14 and change. There's more of them out there. A lot of them are in France, so I don't know where the shipping's going to be, but I think if you trolled eBay long enough, you're going to find these, and you probably catch them at any, thrift shop, or maybe you'd find one in an old garage sale. Some guy's selling off some of his toys from his childhood about my age. I'm sure you could find these all day long at those types of places. But again, I got mine off eBay, $14. This one was actually used. Not very used. I mean, exhaust was junk, but whoop-de-doo, this was all in good shape. This is, it was not very used. So, I'm going to do a little gratuitous sales pitch here, because I have no use for this in any way, shape, or form. And if you pay the freight and, a little bit of my expense in the matter, like maybe 10% over, I'd be more than happy to sell it to you. So, and yeah, so $6.99 with a tracking number, and probably $4 without a tracking number. And I'll have $3 worth of expenses plus 10%. You're looking at something. And if you want it, there it is. All right. So, any other questions about the Majorette GMC Brigadier? Please post those, and I will answer those as you ask them. And I'm going to go grab my lacquer thinner just for fun, so I can give that thing a bath. Here you go. Okay. And actually, if this had better paint on it, I don't know that I'd even repaint it, really. But, I mean, this has got I don't know, maybe I won't repaint it anyway. I haven't just... yeah, I'll repaint it. What the heck, right? We're here. So, these silly stickers seem to hide that paint from coming off very well. Okay. A little bit more action there. Come on, baby. Okay. And if you ever wondered how to do a stripping bucket the easy way, look at this. This is a butter dish with holes in the bottom of it. And there she goes. All right, guys. That's it. Take care of that in the morning. Okay, guys, if you have any questions about tonight's session, please post those comments in the comment section. Do not forget to like, comment, and share. Get this stuff in the hands of your friends that are doing customized models, because you know as well as I do, a lot of the questions we answer in our different groups that we belong to, they're a lot the same, and a lot of my videos answer so much of what these people are asking. So do not be afraid to share. Rockin' HTV, that's my YouTube channel. A lot of these live there. Some of these odd ducks, short ones that I've kind of done, some of those don't make it. But yeah, Next week, what are we going to do? Let's talk about that. Next week, I'm going to have special guest Ricky Shoemaker from Badlands Custom Trucks on as my guest. He's going to talk to us about his experience in diecast. He's a dealer on my recommended list. I've known Ricky for a long time. I just kind of enjoy his perspective. He's a positive guy, and I just enjoy it visiting with him, and I hope some of his ideas and comments will help you guys as you go about your stuff, whatever you're doing in the hobby. So with that, I'm going to let you go tonight. Eric with Rockin' HTV, session number 35, the Majorette GMC Brigadier, stripped down in comparison. Again, like, comment, and share, and we will see you next Monday. Awesome. Labor Day. All right, we'll catch you later.